Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Cecilia Brækhus. She stands 171 centimeters high with a reach of 170. And she'll be facing Natasha Jonas, Miss GB. She weighed in at 67 kilos. She stands 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 165.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
It's Cecilia Brækhus, one of the greatest female fighters in the history of this sport. Miss GB, she fights out of Liverpool, UK, and won the WBO junior middleweight title in February of 2022.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, and now from Bergen, North.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This place is like a coliseum. When it's packed out, the fans are there. You can hear their punches, you can smell the sweat. The heat is second to...
And there's the bell to start round one. No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't land that jab. They exchange punches. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same, as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How about that time counter shot? She scores with that counter. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Defense is not an option for these two. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Brækhus in that last round. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Got out of the way of that right hook. She wasn't ready for that counter. It's all offense all the time. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, and Jonas dazed with that shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Breakus. The bell rings and we start the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Nice counter shot. Misses with the straight left. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. Natasha Jonas on. Down goes Natasha Jonas.
Oh, no, come on, get up. Get up, it can't be over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the...
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been her best round for sure. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round. Here we go to the fourth round. Well, Johnny, give her some advice here. We know what she's got to do. It's desperation time after being dropped in that last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Shot. Heavy shots, and Jonas can't take any more.
Oh, what a shot. What, oh my goodness. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your club.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
If they want to win this round, they got to turn it around here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas and that. Time for the 5th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Natasha Jonas in trouble.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Breakus in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to... There's the bell to start round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And Miss GB is now in trouble. And Miss GB goes down.
I've seen many shots like that. A simple, short shot. Put the fighter down.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect.